Ron Garrettson, Steve Anderson, and Gary Zielinski. And under the bright lights of Barclays Center, glad to have you with us. And off we go on another Miami Heat NBA adventure. And Tony, the Heat hoping to come out with the same sort of physical, aggressive play that carried them through one of the season's better performances Monday night in Atlanta.
Coach Bolster was talking about creating good habits on the road. They certainly did that the other night, and they want to carry it over to tonight.
Well, while the Nets are struggling, Brook Lopez having a very good season. The eighth-year center out of Stanford, averaging 19 points and 8 rebounds a game. He's Brooklyn's leading scorer. That's Luol Deng missing the jump shot. Whiteside and Bogdanovich battling for it, and it's knocked out by the Nets. Tony Hassan Whiteside, we all know he's the 7th best rebounder in the NBA. But his offensive rebounding, catching some teams by surprise, he's had at least 6 games with 5 offensive rebounds or more this year.
He's got good anticipation, Eric, and great hands. If he can't get to the ball, he taps it to himself.
Wade against the 6'8" Bogdanovich, ducks under and bounces it in.
He had him on a swivel there. Bogdanovich thought he was going to go on a fade.
Wade coming off his worst shooting performance of the season, 3 for 16 in Atlanta's. Jarrett Jackson comes back and buries the jumper. The 11-year veteran out of Georgia Tech, for most of his career has been a backup, but he's doing a nice job as the Nets starting point guard this season. That's a kick on Bogdanovich. The Heat will keep possession. Good to see Wade get off and knock in his first shot tonight.
Look at his footwork here. Bogdanovich thought he was going to fade. D. Wade read it perfectly and went under.
Last couple of games, Wade has struggled to knock down shots, just 10 out of 32 in the wins against Memphis and Atlanta. Good to know the Heat could win when Wade's not at his premium best. Oh, nice pass by Bosch. Whiteside juggled it and then scored.
Well, it's an even better catch. That was a tough pass in close range there, and a better, really good catch.
Well, one of the reasons the Heat are one of the better paint-scoring teams is Hassan Whiteside. His ability to finish, shooting 62% this year from the field. Or even at 4, a minute and a half in. Thaddeus Young, nice pass for Jack, and Jarrett Jack on a reverse gives the Nets the lead again.
Yeah, excellent pass. Good look inside.
The 32-year-old Jarrett Jack playing for his 7th team in the NBA. This is his 2nd year with Brooklyn. Goran Dragic guarded tightly by Jack, who's a very sturdy defender. Shot clock is down to 4. Dragic back out to Wade, checks the shot clock, and heaves up the 3 and buries it. Oh, kaboom from downtown Brooklyn. And for Wade, just his 7th triple of the season. That's his first 3 in about 3 weeks. First 3-point attempt even. Well, the Heat have the lead, 7-6. Thaddeus Young, a baron of the baseline, the 9-year man out of Georgia Tech, having a very good year for the Nets, averaging 16 points a game for Brooklyn as their starting forward.
The leading rebounder, 9 a game.
Thaddeus Young, acquired last February by Brooklyn in the trade that sent Kevin Garnett back to Minnesota. Young played most of his career with Philadelphia. First 7 seasons as a Sixer. Dragic, the corner tray. Whiteside, there's another offensive rebound for Hassan. Bones his way in for his 50-foot slam dunk of the season.
And the footwork again. He had 2 guys on him in that situation, and he somehow got to the rim.
Well, Whiteside's made his first 2 shots tonight. This is Bogdanovich shooting over Wade and scoring.
Good D by D. Wade, but Bogdanovich was better on that play.
Bojan Bogdanovic, a 6'8" 2-guard out of Croatia, a player originally drafted by Miami back in 2011. They traded him to Minnesota for Norris Cole. Here's Bosch for 3. And Whiteside got his hands on another offensive rebound and throws it back to Dragic with a fresh shot clock.
Oh, man, that's 3 terrific rebounds he's had already.
Hassan Whiteside, we talked about his offensive rebound work, Coach. We've seen it happen against Miami, but how refreshing is it to have a guy that can get you 2nd and 3rd possession?
2 rebounds he's had, and that good catch inside by Bosch right there. Only good hands would be able to get that, and good footwork, not going out of bounds.
So both Hassan's rebounds been on the offensive end as Bosch drives in. Whiteside with another offensive board, and he draws the foul on Brook Lopez. Right now, Hassan too quick for Brook Lopez.
There's the 3rd one I was talking about.
Hassan Whiteside, 3 straight double-figure rebound games, and he's off to a very nice start tonight.
We've talked about the quick feet that he has. He's got the quick feet of a small forward, and he's got great hands.
We're 4 minutes in, first quarter. The Nets with a 1-point lead. That one deflected out by Brooklyn with 13 on the shot clock. And the Nets get it back off the Heat turnover. This is Joe Johnson into the corner for Bogdanovich. This is Lopez. Lopez on the second try. Brook Lopez, who had a rough night Monday against Orlando, making just 4 of his 15 shots. Off to a better beginning tonight. 2 for 3. He has 4. Whiteside, great catch in deep, and he is fouled. Very dynamic. Wade Whiteside pick and roll.
Yeah, you can see what the opposing coach has to prepare for when they're playing against the Heat when it comes to Hassan Whiteside.
Wade flipping it up. Lopez tapping it out. Here comes Brooklyn. Thaddeus Young down the middle, all the way in. And Bosh sweeps it out. Deng controls the Heat rebound. Hits ahead for Wade. Takes on Lopez. That's a breeze by for Dwayne Wade.
Yes, swing of 4 points right there.
Now, nice to see the Heat, Tony, off defense, getting some opportunities in Atlanta and here early tonight to get out into the open court.
Well, Whiteside being disruptive under the rim that time.
Dwayne Wade already with 7 points here in the first quarter. Wade and Whiteside have scored all 11 of Miami's points. Lopez now has 6 for Brooklyn.
He's as good with the left hand, Eric, as he is with the right, being a righty with that hook.
We'll have our eyes on that Lopez-Whiteside matchup through the night, Coach. Lopez, also a very good offensive rebounder like Whiteside. 8 on the shot clock for Wade. Deng, the corner 3. Whiteside got a hand on it, but this is Jarrett Jack for Brooklyn. Joe Johnson. And Lopez does grab the offensive rebound and hammer it down. 4 that accounts for Miami's 11. For Brooklyn, Brook Lopez, 8 points on 4 for 5 shooting. 5:25 left first quarter. The Nets ahead by 5. Jack got fouled. The basket counts. Dragic whistle for the personal foul. And Jarrett Jack will go to the line with 6 points. So the Nets lead grows to 7.
Dragic is trying to get over the screen. He actually hit him with his jaw. Boy, it's 2 games in a row. His face got in the way there.
He had the November 30th game against Boston. The first 3 Wade has made since the November 8th win against the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, by necessity, the shot clock winding down.
Those free throws by Wade ended the 7-0 run by the Nets. 1 free throw by Wade. Lopez hammers down the dunk. But Brook Lopez getting the better of Whiteside as his first quarter progresses. He's got 10 points already on 5 for 6 shooting. So the Nets by 9. This is their biggest lead of the first quarter. They're on a 9-1 run. Wade in the ISO mode buries the turnaround jump shot. So Dwayne off to a very nice start. This is Lopez. Whiteside leaning on it. Contesting the jumper, didn't matter. Brook Lopez now 6 for 7 for a dozen first quarter points.
And the Nets are milking that. The guy's hot. You go back to him.
Dwayne Wade for the Heat with 10 points. And Lopez with 12 for Brooklyn. Nice pitch out by Dragic. Whiteside missing the open jump shot. Goran Dragic has been a very good distributor for the Heat recently. He's had at least 7 assists in the Heat's last 3 games, 2 straight 8-assist games. First defensive rebound of the night for Whiteside. Dragic. Hammers down the offensive rebound.
Yeah, always assume your teammate's going to miss the shot. And if he makes it, then all you did was give up a little energy going to the basket.
First score for Luol Deng tonight, who's off back-to-back effective games for Miami. Bogdanovich open 3. Now the penetration by Thaddeus Young drew in the defense. Bogdanovich with his 26th triple of the year. A 5-point first quarter for him and a 10-point lead for Brooklyn. Oh, another nice escape for Luol Deng. That's his second score in a row. And another fine setup by Dragic, his first assist. Check it, number 2 for Gore. Jack from downtown. And Whiteside grabs his 5th rebound of the first quarter. Dragic taking on 2 nets, and Jack able to take the ball away from him. Joe Johnson, all those long arms keeping the ball away from the Heat defenders. Bogdanovich got free from Wade. And Whiteside grabbing 1 rebound after another. He's got 7 boards here in the first quarter.
Terrific start for him, but for both centers, though, Lopez, as you mentioned.
And Wade creating almost a turnover. Wade's other 12-point quarter, the third quarter against Boston back on November 30th, and Mike Dwayne wound up with 30 points. Heat are down by 6. We got a minute 30 left in the first period. This is Bogdanovich missing the 3. Winslow has the rebound. Bosh is back in for the Heat, replacing Hassan Whiteside. Whiteside with 7 rebounds and a block in this first quarter. Deng stepped on the end line out of bounds. Well, the Heat's 3rd turnover. Brooklyn hasn't committed one yet. And the Nets make a change in the middle. Former Knick and Raptor Andrea Bargnani comes in. He replaces Brook Lopez. Bargnani in his 10th season averaging 7 points a game off Brooklyn's bench.
Much different than Lopez, obviously. He's a guy that can take you deep.
A natural matchup for Bosh. That's Ellington. Wayne Ellington, the 7-year veteran out of North Carolina. He gets the Nets' first reserve points. And Brooklyn is ahead by 8. The Nets are shooting 59% in this first quarter. The Heat defense yet to make the kind of impact they are hoping to. Gerald Green drives right through the Brooklyn defense.
He was smart. The big switched out. Bargnani, there's no way Bargnani can guard Green on the perimeter when he's on the move.
You want to talk about confidence earned by Gerald Green. He's played all 12 minutes of the fourth quarter, 2 straight games. It's Jarrett Jack again. He is scoring with impunity right now. He's got 9 first quarter points. Well, the Nets lead by 8 with 30 seconds to play in this opening quarter. Deng loses the ball. This is Thaddeus Young, who's got a very good handle for a front court play. Now the Nets holding for the final shot of this first quarter.
He's got a foul to give, only 1 for the quarter. They don't usually use it, though.
3 seconds left. Down to 1 for Young. If you're watching the game, we all miss you. We anxiously await your return and hope for nothing but the best for Keith Smart, great college player in Indiana, and he's become a terrific assistant coach in the NBA.
Yeah, get healthy, Keith. We miss you, and we'll see you when you get back. And Eric and I are wearing the wrist braces as well.
Joe Johnson has now missed his first 4 shots for Brooklyn. Well, the second quarter's underway here at the Barclays Center. Udonis Haslem into the ball game, and Udonis, you did it. First score of the night for Haslem. Coach, the Heat need better defense, a little more energy than they played with in the first quarter.
They usually adjust as the game goes on, Eric. Let's see if the Heat can do it tonight.
Haslem challenging the shot by Bargnani, forcing the miss. Well, he's going with Tyler Johnson, Justice Winslow, Gerald Green, Udonis Haslem, and Chris Bosh to open the second quarter. And there's a steal by Wayne Ellington. And when it goes wrong for Miami, it's pretty familiar. Turnovers at the root of it. The Heat already with 5 turnovers, resulting in 6 Brooklyn points.
Tyler's pass to the right side, Eric, was too long a pass. It's got to be a little shorter. It gave the defender time to get into that passing lane.
Haslem on the pick and roll, sends it back out. Good ball movement. Winslow's 3. Kaboom!
Oh, boy. Wow, he made 2 the other night. Got 1 already tonight.
The 11th triple of his rookie season. Justice coming off his first scoreless game of his rookie season in a season-low 13 minutes Monday in Atlanta.
He had 2 threes against Memphis the other night. The Heat needed every point.
Ellington missing the 3. Bosh coming away with a rebound. Miami trailing by 5 a couple of minutes into this second quarter. Johnson all the way in. And the rebound snatched by Johnson of Brooklyn. Bargnani.
That's what he does. He's a perimeter player.
Now, last 3 games, he's averaged 15 points a game off Brooklyn's bench. For the season, averaging 7 a game.
He's a 7-foot shooter.
Coach, he's always played well against Miami, averaging 19 points a game in 19 career games against the Heat.
Yeah, from Rome, Italy.
Bargnani in his 10th NBA season. Best years were in Toronto. Winslow tipping it home. 5 points in a row for Justice Winslow. Remember that comeback win against Memphis and Miami? He had all 8 of his points, Winslow did. In the fourth quarter of that game, he was a big part of that miraculous late game comeback.
He was inserted into the lineup, Eric, with the Heat up 1 with 21 seconds left. And Chris Bosh knocked it away. Winslow got the steal and made the 2 free throws to solidify that win.
Winslow's already got 5 points and 4 rebounds off the Heat bench tonight. Ball moving for the Heat as Green takes the jumper to scores closer. Well, it's only December. We're already scoreboard watching in that very tight and competitive Eastern Conference. Heat down by 4. They've trailed by as many as 10 in this game. Well, that's a nice open jump shot from Wayne Ellington, playing on his 6th team in the last 5 years. Averaging just 4 points a game. He already has 6 off Brooklyn's bench in just 6 minutes.
He shot that over Green and Haslam.
Markel Brown is in the game for the first time for Brooklyn. He just deflected that ball. Getting Shane Larkin's minutes, the former Miami Hurricane, out with a concussion. Kaboom for Justice Winslow.
Wow, 2 of the last 3 games, has 2 threes. His shot's getting better.
Now he's done that 3 times this year, a couple of threes. Winslow with 8 points off the Heat bench this quarter. And Ellington again. He's a streaky shooter, a former North Carolina Tar Heel who won a national championship and was the MVP of the 2009 Final Four. Well, the Nets up by 5. Green spins it home. Green with 6 points off the bench.
Everyone plays him on the perimeter, so he goes around them to the basket. That loosens it up a little bit, and then he gets some open J's later.
Donald Sloan setting up Bargnani. Bosh got the block.
Yeah, and he had Winslow from behind helping out.
Here's Green, a pull-up 3. He thought that was going in.
And you got Bosh guarding Joe Johnson on the perimeter, not the switch.
Markel Brown and Donald Sloan both in the game together for Brooklyn. This is Ellington, and that's good. Wayne Ellington, 10 points in the half, 8 here in the quarter. He's made 5 of his 6 shots. Ellington's season high is only 12 points. Chris Bosh taking on Bargnani. And Bargnani picks up the foul. 2 former Raptors. First foul on Bargnani. 2nd team foul on Brooklyn in the quarter. Heat Nation every Friday. You know it by now. It's Flashback Heat Day, brought to you by Jeep. Tune in this Friday and post the best Heat vintage photo of yourself by using the hashtag Flashback Heat, and we'll select our favorite photo. Jax will feature it in the postgame show. The Heat and the Toronto Raptors Friday. Miami already with a home victory over the Raptors. Well, those 2 free throws by Bosh, his first 2 points of tonight's game. The Heat within 3. Joe Johnson operating against Bosh. And banking it in for his first score of the night. Joe Johnson averaging just 11 points a game, his lowest points per game since his 2nd year in the NBA with the Phoenix Suns. It's the 4th straight season that his scoring has declined.
He's a one-on-one player.
Dragic hits the runner. And that's the first score tonight for the Heat's point guard. Again, Miami within 3, and the Heat ready to make some changes, bringing back Whiteside, Wade, and Dang at the next break in the action. Oh, a nice creative shot, missed by Markel Brown.
It's a good thing we have monitors here, huh? We can't see anything. We got 9 guys standing in front of us.
Goran Dragic able to break through that Nets defense, his 2nd score in a row. Well, the Heat within one, knocking on the door here in Brooklyn.
That's 6 guys going in.
Points when you count the 2 from Haslem. Miami with its first lead since the 9-8 count in the first quarter. Miami's done it with 7 unanswered points. Lopez hitting the hook over Hassan Whiteside. So Lopez picking up where he left off in the first quarter when he made 6 of his 7 shots.
Making it look easy.
Gerald Green picked up by Ellington. Shakes free. And then couldn't control the offensive rebound.
Should have used the backboard on. He had the angle on the bank shot.
But Jarrett Jack back running the show for Brooklyn. Jack already has 4 double-doubles this year. He only had 5 a season ago. And he played in 80 games. Young was short. Dragic able to come away with a rebound. Goran always in the attack mode. Oh, what a block by Thaddeus Young. He spiked that.
He was laying in the woods for that one.
Joe Johnson almost hesitant to shoot the ball. Jack lobbing it for Lopez and Whiteside. Lopez, again able to hook and hit over Whiteside. Tony, what's he doing to take advantage of Hassan Whiteside's defense?
That time there was a screen, so Hassan was behind the play, and Lopez got a little step on him.
Now, Lionel Holland said before the game, we're not going to be afraid of Whiteside. We're going to play to our strength, and that's Brook Lopez, who's made 8 of his first 9 shots. Here's Hassan coming inside on Brook, who got a piece of it before the free throw line this year, but he makes both of those. And that evens the game for the 4th time tonight. 3:11 left in the second quarter. This is Ellington, got a step on Green, but missed. And Dwayne Wade comes down with his first rebound. Wade off the fake. Oh, he wanted the foul, didn't get it. 3-on-2 break. Dang, got his hand on it. But Thaddeus Young able to come back with it, and the Heat get back defensively. Johnson missed on the run. Whiteside clutching it with one hand.
Good defense. 2 defensive sequences there for the Heat. Both transition and then that play on Joe Johnson.
Gerald Green, 19 triples away from the next guy on that list. Former Sacramento King, Peja Stojakovic. 6 on the 24 for the Heat. It's Winslow with 3 left on the shot clock now. Oh, that's a pretty jumper. Whiteside with 8 points, 8 rebounds, and a block shot in this first half.
Both centers playing well for their team.
Miami ahead by 2. Lopez on the fadeaway. That one pops out. And the rebound controlled by the Heat.
Yeah, the Heat were fortunate that time. Lopez missed an easy one.
Dragic for the cutting Deng. Oh, a hard landing for Deng.
Drafted out of the University of Florida.
The Heat with their largest lead of the game right now, 51-47. That's Thaddeus Young, and that's Thomas Robinson.
It's amazing how Young always gets to that left hook with the over the right shoulder. You know, you try to keep him from doing it.
We're down to 41 seconds left in this first half. Miami's battled from 10 down. Oh, that's a nice play. Thaddeus Young hooking it over the top of Hassan Whiteside.
Whiteside got caught under the net that time. And Young is just so terrific with that left hook inside.
He's very versatile. Thaddeus Young, 4 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. He came into tonight with the same exact record as both Charlotte and Indiana, both those teams in action tonight. Will and John will have your scoreboard update and all your stats and highlights coming up soon at halftime. Pretty play by Chris Bosh.
Good pass from Dragic.
All 4 of Bosch's points here in this quarter. The Heat are up by 4. Miami shooting 54% from the field in this game. Already have 28 points in the paint. And the Heat by 3, looking for the final shot of the first half. It's Dragic beating the defense and the clock for the layup.
Took him a little over 5 seconds to push it up the floor like that.
Goran. Dwayne Wade on the pickup. Bosh thinking about the 3. Now goes to work on Young. This is a tough one. Dwayne Wade comes down with a rebound and a quick putback. They scored 12 in the first quarter. That's his first score since.
Second chance points for the Heat right there.
14 tonight for Wade. The lead has grown to 8.
He'd have 10 second chance points tonight.
7 of their first, they lost their first 7 and 9 of their first 10 games this year. Young rolls in the hook.
There he is, getting to that left hook over the right shoulder.
So the 6', 8" forward Thaddeus Young now with 6 points. And that's the margin of Miami's lead right now. Dragic bulldogging his way in. Whiteside, oh my! Hammer time in Brooklyn.
That's because Dragic drew 2 defenders to him. One of them was Lopez.
Whiteside already with his 8th double-double of the season. 11 points and 10 rebounds. And that's his 4th offensive rebound of the game.
4th straight game, double-figure rebounds.
Young with a little push. And Whiteside with another rebound. Both ends of the floor, you feel the impact of the Great Wall of Whiteside. Couple minutes into the second half. Dragic bouncing it inside for Hassan. Oh, he used the rim as protection, went underneath for the score.
Good catch and patience by Hassan. He let the defense kind of set it and reverse the score.
Tonight's delivery brought to you by Domino's and Whiteside. For the Heat, ahead by 10 for the first time tonight. And Bosh pulling down the miss from Joe Johnson, who has now missed 6 of his 7 shots in the game. Here's Bosh from Wade. And Brook Lopez bringing it down for Brooklyn. 9:25 left third quarter. A lot of basketball left here in Brooklyn. Oh, Whiteside blocked that one with his elbow.
Yeah, that was a pass. He was trying to get it. Jack was trying to get it to Lopez when he saw Whiteside come over to help.
A great disruptive influence is Hassan Whiteside on the defensive end. Number 1 in the league in blocks. Number 7 in rebounding. Lopez caught it deep. Oh, that's too easy. That time Lopez got the better of Whiteside. 18 points for Brook.
Looking at 2 of the best centers in the league.
Fortunately, that ball bounces right to Dang.
In the East. 2 of the best centers in the East.
Whiteside and Lopez. Lopez was an all-star once in his career 3 seasons ago. Jarrett Jack and Lopez in the pick and roll. This is Joe Johnson. Good help by Whiteside. Now challenges the shot by Lopez, but too late. Brook Lopez, 13th time this year he's scored at least 20.
That's down 10. They come right back to their bread and butter. Lopez, 2 scores.
And that's the 1977-78 season all the way through 2011-2012. And Brooklyn, a very nice new home for the Nets. Whiteside, deep position against Jarrett Jack. And who better than Dwayne Wade to deliver the mail to Hassan?
Yeah, Lopez switched on to Wade. That's murder down there. Whiteside had a small on him. Had Wade's man guarding him.
Whiteside with 15 points on 6 of 8 shooting. 7 of those points have come in this quarter. It's Jarrett Jack. His first field goal since the first quarter. Jack has a dozen. Oh, Bosh gets in front of Young, hands it off to Whiteside, who missed it. Gets it back and goes to work. Hassan Whiteside putting on a low post show tonight. 17 points, 12 rebounds.
Grabbed that loose ball off the ground with those good hands. Got a rebound for that.
Another 5 offensive rebound game for Hassan Whiteside. It's the 7th time this year he's had at least 5 offensive rebounds in a game. We're still early, and the opportunities are limitless when Wade and Whiteside collaborate on the pick and roll for both players.
Well, now you've got a big team out there. You got, there's a J by Dragic. You got 2 7-footers in for the Nets, and the Heat got Whiteside at 7 feet and Bosh at 6'11".
That's the first 3 for Dragic in his last 4 games. And Andrea Bargnani comes back with a score. Second field goal for Bargnani. For a moment there, the Heat were up by 11 on the Dragic 3. Dang, the corner tray. And both hands on that rebound by Bogdanovich. A 9-point lead with 6 and change left in the third quarter. Bargnani on the catch and shoot. He's a dangerous player. Through the third quarter here at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. The Heat were up 11 a moment ago. Right now that lead is 7. Wade on the handle. Driving all the way in. That's a pretty play by D-Wade, who now has 16 points.
Keeps probing until he finds the lane for the basket.
Well, the Heat in front by 9. Miami shooting 55% of the game. They now have 40 points in the paint in this game. They average about 45 paint points a game.
Heat are playing Winslow on Ellington. They don't want him to get hot again like he did the first half.
And they forced the turnover on Jarrett Jack. This is a Heat defense that's been very good all year and getting better as this game wears on. Whiteside sets the screen for Twain, who pops and hits.
There's the problem. Pick and roll, pick and pop. Wayne gets the mid-range J, or he gets to the rim, or Whiteside gets the pass for an easy shot inside.
18 points for Dwayne Wade tonight. 12 of them came in the first quarter. Heat up 11 for the second time in the quarter. And the rebound to Dragic.
Winslow was all over Ellington that time.
Dragic missing the 3. Good help defense by Deng. Lopez underneath. Oh, that's a pretty reverse for Lopez, who again beat Whiteside to a premium spot in the paint.
Yeah, when he scores, usually he gets that deep penetration before he catches the ball.
He's got 22 and 11 of 14 shooting. Oh, great catch by Whiteside.
For the game, Eric.
I think I'll join you. Meanwhile, Whiteside has made 4 of his 6 free throws tonight. He has 18 points, 12 rebounds, and a block. Wayne Ellington. Oh, he is on target all night. 12 points for Ellington, and that ties his season high.
That time he shook Winslow.
He's a talented offensive player, Ellington. 7th-year pro, who has bounced around. This is his 6th team, as we told you, in the last 5 years. Wade, oh, what a burst, but what a block by Willie Reed, the rookie from St. Louis.
Yeah, it was in the Heat Summer League.
He was, and then the Nets gave him guaranteed money in the middle of Summer League as Bogdanovich buries the jumper. So Bogdanovich with a 3 cuts the Heat lead to 5.
There's a block that leads to 3 at the other end for the Nets.
Good catch by Whiteside in deep against Reed. And he's called him guaranteed money. And in the middle of Summer League, he switched jerseys. We're happy for Willie Reed to get his NBA opportunity. Bargnani, the 7-footer against Winslow. Good help from Deng. Bogdanovich over to Jack. Shot clock at 4. Down the 2. Well, that's a great segment of Heat defense.
Yes, terrific defense, forcing a tough shot there.
All over the floor, too, Coach.
Guys helping each other's back.
Whiteside inside, downside, making both free throws. Coach, it's a breakthrough night for Hassan at the free throw line. He's 6 of 8. He has 20 points and 12 rebounds. Oh, Jarrett Jack coming right back for Brooklyn. 14 for Jack. It's a 5-point game with 2:20 to go in the third. The Nets are shooting 55% against that Heat defense tonight. Deng turns it over. This is Ellington. He'll circle back, wait for help.
Good transition D by the Heat. They're out of sync a little bit here. You got Whiteside guarding Jack.
Bogdanovich for 3. And Bargnani with a rebound.
That's what happens, Eric, when you're not set defensively. You're not good to get on the boards, defensive boards.
Now that 11-point lead for Miami has been cut to 3. It is an 11-3 run by the Nets. 11-3. Winslow from downtown. Kaboom! His first 3 triple game of his career.
All that work is paying off. All that work he does in the shooting drills with the assistant coaches.
Winslow 3 of 3 from downtown, 4 of 5 overall. And Whiteside rising above everyone else for his 13th rebound. Gerald Green against Jarrett Jack. Yes. Now the green light for Gerald. He's got 10 points. He's been in double figures 5 games in a row and in 6 of the last 7.
Gerald Green at 6'8", was just shot over 6'7", shot over 6'3", Jarrett Jack.
Jack comes right back, bounces in a 3.
Wow.
So he's got 7 of his 17 in this quarter. By the way, Gerald Green, he's coming on. He's played in 6 of the last 7 games for Brooklyn.
He should get the last shot of this quarter.
Now that 11-point lead is down to 3.
Nets are over the limit. They can't foul here.
Green, straightaway triple. It's good. Gerald Green, his second triple of the game. Jack heaves a 3. It comes up tonight for Miami with his 13 points. This is Willie Reed for Donald Sloan. Easy lay-in for Sloan, the 5th-year guard out of Texas A&M. That's 4 points in 6 games prior to tonight, but he's forced into playing due to the injury to Shane Larkin. And the kick out.
Udre did all that in a nearly 8-minute stretch while the medical staff was dealing with Goran. He said this morning he knew Dragic was going to come back into the game because such things happen all the time. Back home in Slovenia, that's with teeth flying out of their mouth. He said mouthpieces are not a high-priority item back home, Eric and Tony.
They want to open up a mouthpiece stand.
Yeah.
Miami's up by 4. Udre with a nice dish for Udonis, who comes up short from downtown. Willie Reed down with a rebound. The Heat now 0 for 4 in this fourth quarter. Bargnani gets into the paint. It's a blocking foul on Haslam. Basket counts for Andrea Bargnani. And the Nets have come storming back into the game from down 11 points in the third quarter.
Usually you don't see Bargnani doing this. He's a shooter. They run him off the shot. And you can see UD was still moving on the play. That's a good call by Ronnie Garrettson.
Well, the Nets right now on a 20-11 run. They cut an 11-point lead down to 2. Actually, Miami is 0 for 5. I said 0 for 4 a moment ago. They've missed their first 5 shots of the quarter. And Bargnani does not capitalize on the 3-point play. The Nets just 3 of 6 at the foul line tonight. The Heat are 13 for 18. So advantage Heat from the stripe. Heat also plus 8 rebounds in the game. Shot clock is down to 3. Udre on the pull-up for a big basket for Miami. Beno Udre getting his first score of the game to keep the Heat out in the front.
Good handoff from Chris Bosh.
Time for Bosh to make both free throws. All 3 of his points in the second half have come here in the fourth quarter for Bosh at the line. So the Heat up 4 halfway through this fourth quarter. Thaddeus Young hits the jump hook over Deng.
Gets it that close, he's going to make it.
Thaddeus Young, who has double-doubled in 11 of his last 15 games, tonight has 8 points and 7 rebounds.
5th best scorer in the paint in the NBA, Thaddeus Young.
It's the 3rd time here in the fourth quarter the Nets have trailed by only 2. Oh, the post-up work of Dwayne Wade, who reaches the 20-point mark tonight for the 12th time this season.
He made that look easy.
Well, he is accomplished with his back to the basket. The Heat lead by 4. Wade and Whiteside both with 20 points. Lopez leads the Nets with 22. 4 on the shot clock. Young against Winslow. Oh, that's excellent defense with the body by Winslow, forcing the turnover.
Yeah, Winslow wouldn't let him go off the right shoulder.
Well, the deflected ball winds up with Winslow. The Heat need to settle down, and they do. Whoa, the stutter step. And the basket from the bench. These guys are really rooting for each other.
Coach Spoelstra talked about you got to go through adversity to get that toughness and to get that camaraderie that they have.
Jarrett Jack, blocked by Dragic. And taken back by Brooklyn. But the shot clock did not reset. It's down to 8. Bogdanovich loses the ball. Whiteside comes up with it.
It was knocked away again by Dragic. How much better is he the defender since he's put on a Heat uniform?
Oh, he's getting better and better defensively. Here's Wade. Yes! Dwayne Wade has come back to life here in the fourth quarter. 6 points, 6 of the last 8. And the Heat, all of a sudden, up by 10. They have scored 8 unanswered points.
They had 3 baskets by D. Wade and the steal that led to the other one.
Jarrett Jack can't get by Dragic. This is Young. And Dragic reaching back for the rebound.
Boy, the Heat defense is taking over this game, taking it up a notch or two, and the Nets can't respond.
Well, it's winning time, and the Heat playing like that with 3:35 and counting left in the fourth quarter.
That's the quality of a good defensive team, Eric. They take over the game when you have to.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Luol Deng with 3:29 left. The Heat have out-rebounded the Nets by 9. They've gotten 24 points from Wade, 20 points and 13 rebounds from Whiteside.
Foul on Whiteside.
And this foul is serving it up here in Brooklyn, New York. Dwayne Wade, who has averaged 24 points a game in his 34 career games against the Nets.
Yeah, give him credit. They weren't sure at the shoot-around whether he was going to be able to play tonight.
Joe Johnson makes that...
Yeah. And most important, the things that they do are exuberance that are connected to winning together. Eric and Tony, back over to you.
Thank you, Jax. A story well told by Jason Jackson about a Heat team that is very cohesive. And Eric Spoelstra often says just what Jack said. Can you be happy for the success of your teammate? It's one of the mantras that this Heat team is living by.
Doesn't matter who gets it done as long as it gets done.
Meanwhile, Brook Lopez is at the line with 22 points. These are his first free throws of the game. Now the Nets just 4 of 7 at the line. Actually 4 of 8 at the line tonight.
Lopez, 81% foul shooter.
Now you see Lopez, 22 points in the first 3 quarters. He had 16 in the first half. A 23 for Lopez. It's a 6-point lead for Miami. 2:41 and counting left in the game. Here's Deng, low post against the taller Thaddeus Young. Dragic with 5 on the shot clock, steps back and makes the open shot. His first score of the fourth quarter puts Miami in front by 8. Dragic now has 13.
Remember when we said that he were 0 for 5 to start the quarter? 6 of 7 since.
Good stuff, Coach. Lopez, double team by Whiteside and Dragic. Ball comes to this side, and Dragic commits the foul. 19 points tonight to go along with 9 assists. It's a 6-point lead at the 2-minute mark for Miami. Your 2-minute warning here in Brooklyn. Dwayne Wade from 20. Yes! Dwayne Wade, 8 of his 26 here in the fourth quarter. He has hit 12 of his 16 shots tonight.
Much to the delight of a lot of people here.
The Heat are up by 8. Lopez with the open jump shot.
Too easy.
Nobody was out.
Last timeout for the Nets right here. They have no timeouts left. The Heat up two possessions here with just a little over 5 seconds left. No fouls. Get the rebound. The Nets have to go for 3 here and then hope to steal the ball.
So the Heat will go to 15-9 when they claim this victory. Indiana also 15-9. Hey, Saturday, the Big East back on Fox. Wichita State takes on Isaiah Whitehead and the Seton Hall Pirates. One of the final tune-ups for Seton Hall before conference play begins. Coverage begins at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, only on Fox and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. And Dwayne Wade, we saw a lot of Wade jerseys in the crowd here at Barclays Center tonight, including one fan sporting a Dwayne Wade Marquette jersey. We like that.
So you got a big cheer when he got introduced before the game, and he's giving the fans here a real treat. He's got a lot of fans here.
Yeah, the Heat fans are basking in the glow of this one. Another Heat takeover on the road. They'll still got to nail it down. A 6-point lead, 4 seconds left. Jack for 3, an air ball, and this one is over. The Heat win it.